Ayo, welcome into CHGO Bets Daily, presented by PointsBet. Use promo code CHGO when you sign up to get 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000. Welcome into Studio B of our CHGO offices here in the West Loop of Chicago. I am the host of CHGO Bets Daily, Sean Anderson. You can follow me on Twitter at Sean_W_Anderson. Alongside me, as always, is my co-host, Cody Delmendo. You can follow him on Twitter at Cody_CHGO. Cody, how you doing?
Oh, Sean, my day just got even better since I'm sitting next to you.
Oh, my God. Cody, my day got better when the Cubs won.
Because you live bet them, right?
Because I live bet them. Because I live bet them after Nico Hoerner's home run.
Ooh, yeah.
And they were only down 2-1, which means I've won money, which means I'm on a heater. Guess who live bet the Mariners last night in that crazy game?
You.
Me.
I would have never guessed.
I'm just saying. And guess who bet on the Royals last night in game 1? Me. So, am I unstoppable? Yes.
Perhaps.
Will I never lose a bet again? Yes.
Perhaps.
So, I mean, this is a great show to watch. If you want to watch somebody nonstop win cash on a daily basis, this is the show for you.
Absolutely.
And I'm not lying.
I am also 1-0 in my last one.
There you go. So, the betting gods, if they were making the Greek mountains, and we have Stephen Nicholas, who's our producer, who is Greek. If they were putting us on the Greek god mountain, you know, this is Zeus and the guy who's just like Zeus.
You're like Hercules right now.
Bingo. Yeah. I'll be the guy with the Disney movie. You could be Zeus.
This is good.
So there you go.
You can lift your bank right over your head now.
Bingo. So, and we can do that because we're super strong. Let's check out the bank. If you've just joining us here on CHGO Bets Daily, about a 6-month show, we first deposited about $50 into our bank, our PointsBet bank. And this show is presented by PointsBet. Use promo code CHGO and you sign up to get 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000. I have $6.15 in my bank.
He's on a heater, though.
Again, I am on a heater. Cody, you're at 25.
Yeah, I finally hit a hit parlay last
Hey.
night. Put $10 on Xander Bogaerts, Nico Hoerner, and Nolan Arenado to get a hit. That was at plus 154 after the PointsBet boost. Yes, that's not the best odds. It's not the best value, but that's how hit parlays work, because if I just bet on Nolan Arenado to get a hit, it was at minus 415.
Ugh.
So you put that with a few other hitters, and it comes out to plus 154. $10 down won me $15.42. So I'm actually at 25.42. I just was lazy and forgot to tell Steven the cents. So I had $25.42 in my bank, ready to go 2-0 in my last 2, baby, because, man, was it a bad stretch for me.
Ooh.
It's time to regain all my money back just in time for football season, Sean.
Hey, Cody.
Sean.
I'm very glad that you're regaining your money. Remember when I asked you if I should cash out that Giants bet?
Yeah.
So there was a runner on first and there was a runner on third, and Brandon Jury was up. Brandon Jury is now no longer at the plate because he just rounded the bases. He hit a 3-run homer. Padres are now up 9-7.
Oh, man.
So I should have cashed out. Oh, well. Anyways, we are going to be this is the guy on a heater. We're going to talk about the AFC South today. We're going to be talking about division winners. I'm so sorry, Connor Smith, Commanders fan, notable Commanders fan. Is he wearing a Commanders hat? Or is that a?
It's either that or a Wisconsin hat.
So maybe it's a Wisconsin hat.
I don't think that's Wisconsin.
No.
It's got yellow in there.
Yeah.
Connor Smith, what hat are you wearing?
Yeah,
I think that's a Commander's hat.
It's
It,
Commander's hat.
yeah, you know, he
Okay,
says
Connor
7.5 wins, team total.
Take the over.
Well, with that division, anything can happen.
Who's their quarterback now?
Carson Wentz. It's better than Taylor Heineke, I guess. Well,
Die-hard comms fan.
We talked about
Huge communications.
we talked about Carson Wentz like last week, something like that.
Yeah, very forgettable.
Yeah,
now that he's bounced
and then
around.
like Steven was the biggest Carson Wentz like defender.
Think he's good. I saw that guy in college. He's
he
phenomenal.
beat Illinois State.
Illinois State
You're
was
acting
ranked
like
number 2
he
in the
beat
nation.
USC.
Watch your words there.
Okay,
not
you're-
good school.
you can't use that as a way to clap back, because Illinois State is a FCS school, not an FBS school. So they went to the national championship for FCS, and that's when they faced Carson Wentz. Hey, North Dakota State is a freaking powerhouse in the FCS.
They would win. They would
every
win
year.
like 7-8 games in the FBS.
Yeah.
Yearly, if they played there.
So, but yes, I mean, I don't think Carson Wentz is good as he should have been, but injuries might play a part in that. And maybe, some of the teams he's played for have not helped, but whatever.
Connor's bet, though. Commanders 7.5 wins. We haven't gone team wins.
Except for the Bears.
We did do the Bears because we did the Bears week special. I kind of like it over 7.5 because they won 7 last year. Carson Wentz is a better quarterback than Taylor Heineke, even if I don't want to admit it.
Is Chase
And their
Young going to be
defense is
healthy?
pretty decent.
Is Chase Young going to be healthy to play? He got hurt last year, I remember.
Let me check.
But in that division, an improving division, in my opinion.
He's expected to miss the start
Missed the
of the
start.
2022 season.
I don't know.
I just went over the schedule. I count 8 wins for them.
You counted 8 wins?
Yeah, so
Count
I'm going
8
to say they
wins?
beat the Jaguars, the Lions. They beat the Bears. Sorry.
Damn.
They beat
They could beat the Vikings.
Texans. They beat the Falcons. They beat the Giants twice. And
Yeah,
They could beat the Eagles.
I don't know if they
They
could beat the
could.
Giants.
But
I think they could beat the
I'm
49ers,
just giving you
too.
the guaranteed ones, and I got 8.
They
And the
can do
Browns.
it if they play well in their own division because their division is like outside the Cowboys is so like, ugh. It's not great. And the Cowboys, we've seen year after year, they've like decided to completely disappoint in terms of expectations for their team.
Yeah, I
but
mean,
the
they've dealt with
Cowboys
some
did have a
injuries.
good year last year. I mean, whatever. But you want to take 7.5? Like, is it at plus money? I'll dabble.
I'm looking at it right now. I'm trying to fit regular season wins. All right, we'll go to the Washington Commanders, which is going to be at the bottom of the list because they sort by alphabetical. Over 7.5 at minus 130. I like it. All right. I mean, we like plus money. Under 7.5 as plus 100, but I like their defense. And we just went through it. I mean, I would probably count 9 wins.
Yeah. I just wouldn't bank on them to beat the Giants both times, though.
The Giants are bad.
Stink.
Saquon will get injured again. Then what? They got nothing.
New coach, though.
Same tired players.
Daniel
Jones.
I feel
I'm
like
high on Kadarius Toney.
I like Kadarius Toney too, but like, it's one guy. It's one guy.
It will all depend on Daniel Jones, but whatever. I don't know.
Is Jason Garrett still running their offense? Like, I don't know.
He is, yeah.
I don't trust the.
From my understanding,
really?
I think he is. Yeah.
Didn't he fire
new,
that guy?
New coach, maybe he's not anymore. But hey, Brian Dable's coming from the Bills. I mean, he made.
There's no way, yeah.
He made Josh Allen. He turned Josh Allen into something.
I think Ken Dorsey was the real mastermind of Buffalo. I'm just going to say it. Anyways, let's talk about the AFC South. Let's go. Ken Dorsey's now the offensive coordinator with the Bills. He was the quarterback coach. There's something to Ken Dorsey. I would have liked the Bears to bring him in. Anyways, the AFC South winners. Now we're looking at the futures, and we're going to have the Indianapolis Colts be the favorites in the AFC South according to PointsBet at minus 125. Tennessee Titans coming in at second at plus 175. Jacksonville Jaguars at plus 700, and Houston Texans at plus 2,500. We could write off the Houston Texans pretty easily, Cody. I think they'll probably be the worst team in the NFL.
I'm surprised it's not even larger odds, like
Plus 3,000.
Yeah, like or that, or like plus
I think they're
5,000.
I think they're plus 300 to have the worst record in the NFL.
Yeah,
That's
we talked about that on the previous show. You should
better
go listen
place
to
to put your money on. So you could just avoid the Texans. Jacksonville is interesting because they have Trevor Lawrence, and I think just not having Urban Meyer as your coach probably gives you 6 wins. So interesting, and I think the fact that Tennessee's basing their entire offense around Ryan Tannehill and a running back in 2022.
AJ Brown's gone.
AJ Brown
AJ
got
Brown's gone.
traded.
Julio Jones gone as
He
well.
wasn't even there last year.
Right, but I mean, he hated that they practiced. Now he's going to go to
I'm a
Tampa where they
Vrabel
don't
guy,
practice.
though. I like Vrabel. I think it doesn't fully matter about all of that.
I feel like he's going to always get like 8 wins from his team, but I think he's really capped it out. I think he's capped out the Mike Vrabel shtick. I think the Colts clearly have the best value at minus 125. I think they're the best
team.
bet, but
With
I don't know.
Matt Ryan.
I think I can talk myself into Jacksonville at plus 700 than the
Just to
Titans
take
at
a
plus
flyer.
175.
The Jags are definitely the flyer if you wanted to, if you were just looking for value and you just wanted, if you had a $5 free bet or something and you're like, let's bet the Jags to win the AFC South because fuck it, then yeah, I don't blame you there. Trevor Lawrence in year 2, who knows? He was the best college quarterback for a reason.
He's got his old running back, too. Travis Etienne. He's playing this year.
Do they still have James Robinson?
They do. He's probably going to miss the start of the season with a torn Achilles. And I would like to mention he went to Illinois State, which Sean besmirched earlier.
Jesus.
He did.
Yeah, I besmirched it.
And then DJ Shark still on that?
No, he's not. I believe he's on the Lions now.
Okay. Well,
I think.
Either way, if you're betting on the Jags, you're banking on Trevor Lawrence to kind of really, turn into Peyton Manning year 2 or some shit like that.
Which I think he can.
Which he could, yeah. He was the number 1 pick for a reason. But the Jags, they have a lot more problems than just quarterback last year, so it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. But this division sucks, maybe that's the reason you might want to just take a flyer on it, because I genuinely think anything can happen. If I was to bet on this, yes, sure, the Colts at -125 it's not bad value. I mean, it's not plus money. It's not bad value though. But I do think the Titans aren't getting enough credit from you at +175. I mean, I like it. Derrick Henry is still one of the best backs in the league. And I know he got hurt last year. But be healthy. He's healthy now. And when he was healthy last year, that team looked like a really good team that was to be reckoned with.
They look good against Kansas City.
Right?
So I won't say you're wrong, but again, they're probably going to run Derrick Henry into the ground.
And it's hard to rely on freaking Ryan Tannehill, but he did resurrect his career under Vrabel. They're going to need a lot more things to happen that I just don't fully know about for them to win. But I don't know. I mean, I'm looking at their schedule, and if, to clap back in terms of what I said, they have to play the Bills. They got to play the Chiefs again. They got to play the Broncos. They got to play the Packers. They got to play the Chargers.
I think they the only way they don't finish in second or worse, is if they have an injury, right? I still think they're probably the second best team.
Yeah.
In the division.
I think there.
I don't know.
Again,
they didn't win 12 games last year.
Yeah.
Colts only won 9. They had a better point differential at +86. I think they were 20 point differential.
They definitely have, the Colts definitely have the better receivers. Pittman Jr. is pretty good.
Talked about
Jonathan Taylor is, he does it all.
Probably could have 2,000 yards this year.
Yeah, I mean, they do have a really good team. Matt Ryan, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of like the Colts. It's very similar to when the Colts signed Phillip Rivers. What really is the difference between those two guys at the points that they became Colts? They're pretty much in the same parts of their career.
Yeah, I think Matt Ryan has a little bit more juice than Phillip Rivers had.
Perhaps, yeah.
But
that's
not saying much.
Yeah, and I mean, Is Matt Ryan the best quarterback in the AFC South? As of right now, I would say yes, because we don't know about Trevor Lawrence and Davis Mills. Yeah, okay. And then Ryan Tannehill, again, that team heavily relies on the run game. And if Derrick Henry's not healthy, then it's gonna be a problem. So, the schedule for the Titans outside of their division isn't easy, that's for sure. So I can see why the Colts are, more of the favorite, but I also, I always feel down about the Titans going into every year. I feel like the last 5 seasons, and they always seem to just blow my mind and win a playoff game or something, win a playoff game or just go on a really good stretch and just like they did last year. And so I just don't know. But again, their first 2 games this season, Giants, Bills. That's the first 2 games, but the first 4 games, Colts, Raiders, Bills, Giants. That I just read it backwards. But those first 4 games are outside the Giants aren't going to be easy. So the Titans easily could, be 1-3 after 4 weeks.
So what Cody's saying is maybe bet the Titans to win the AFC South after week 5.
Yeah,
if they're going to lose,
+175, it's not really good value either. Again, take the flyer on the Jags at +700 just for fun. If you're thinking about burning some money or something, that's sure.
Our guy Jack R saying Colts finally win in the South. I'm assuming because he's an IU guy. Make your own decision at PointsBet. It's the best way to support CHGO. I think I'd put my money on the Colts at -125. Feels like Cody's saying Colts at -125, but
basically.
Feels like he could talk himself into the Titans by week 5, but we'll get to that when football season is truly closer. But again, the best way to support CHGO is to download the PointsBet app and use code CHGO when you sign up. If you do that right now, you get 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000. But that's not it. If you make a $50 or more first-time deposit, you'll receive a free CHGO membership, which unlocks all of our web content, and you'll even get a free shirt of your choice from a CHGO locker. That's $2,000 in free bets, a free CHGO membership, and a free t-shirt from a CHGO locker, all for making more than a $50 first-time deposit at PointsBet. If you have any questions, you can email pointsbet@allchgo.com, and we'll help you out. And my favorite part of the PointsBet app is the live betting. Your home for live in-play betting just got even better. If you see an edge in the game you're watching, if your favorite team is primed for a comeback, don't just watch the game. Bet along with it live. There's more live betting, more live markets, and faster live cash-outs with the PointsBet app. So what are you waiting for? It's time to elevate your live betting game. Download the PointsBet app right now and use promo code CHGO when you sign up. And once the game starts, don't just bet. Live your bet life at PointsBet. If you or someone who has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-GAMBLER for crisis counseling and referral services. Cody, what are you betting on today?
All right. So at the beginning of the show, I said that I want to hit parlay. Shout out to that. Nolan Arenado. I already forgot it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm 1-0 in my last one.
There you go.
Tonight's hit parlay. We're going Dansby Swanson, Charlie Blackmon, and Jose Ramirez at plus 160 after you use the boost on PointsBet. Again, the value of this is not fun. There's not a lot of juice. But when you're just trying to win one, if you're just trying to build your bank up whenever you keep losing strikeout bets and total base bets and you're just ready for football season, sometimes you just got to get simple. So I'm just going to go through each one real quick. The one that I really like the most out of those 3 is Charlie Blackmon. He is batting .615 against Jose Quintana in 13 at-bats. He's even got a homer off Quintana. I wouldn't be surprised if he hit that homer off Quintana when he was with the Cubs. And then Jose Ramirez, he's batting .455 against the pitcher he's going up against tonight, I believe, is Drew Hutchinson. Mm-hmm. And then Dansby Swanson only batting like .260, but 27 at-bats against Nick Pivetta for the Red Sox. And he's been one of the best one of the best shortstops in the National League this year. Those 3 to get a hit, plus 160, $10, win just $16.
Best of luck.
I'm come on.
Fingers crossed for it. I think you put in the research. All right. Yes. I like the Dansby Swanson one, but he's seen him, it's gonna be 30 times probably by the end of the night. Maybe he'll be able to figure out Nick Pivetta. I have great news for my bank account. The Mariners just won, so I just turned $5 into 10. So bless up. And I also was able to cash out the Giants bet. So I got $1.41 off that before the Padres took a 13-7 lead. So I should have cashed out at $11. My bad on that. That's my bad on that. Anyways, let's look at my bets tonight because I got $6 that I put on, before. So I got some more money to deal with. But we'll start with, what are you doing, Steven? Just pick one. All right,
you got 3. I don't know.
We'll do the tangible 2.
Okay.
We'll do the tangible 2 first. These are straight bets. Andrew Vaughn to hit a home run at plus 550. He is the only hitter that has been hitting well against Chris Bubich. In 6 at-bats, he's got 3 hits and 1 homer off Chris Bubich. He's batting .500, slugging 1,000 against him. So he's got really good value there at plus 550. And the White Sox at minus 1.5 at plus 115. I love plus money. Johnny Cueto usually pitches very well. I think against a very young team, he's going to be able to locate well, limit the runs that the Royals are going to score. White Sox versus a left-hander. Hopefully they're able to turn around their bad fortune against Bubich. I like those. Let's go to the same game parlay for the White Sox too, just because we're talking about the Sox. I like the White Sox on the point spread again at minus 1.5. I like the White Sox total to be over 4.5 runs. I like Andrew Vaughn to get a hit. I like Eloy Jimenez to record 2 hits. I like Jose Abreu to record 2 hits. I like Josh Harrison to get a hit. He's leading off. And I do like A.J. Pollock to get an RBI, but he is not in the lineup. I placed that before that bet was placed. I don't know why Gavin Sheets is in the lineup, but maybe that just gets voided out and I win all the other 6 legs. Fingers crossed. And then the final one, we already have one that checked, and that's the Cubs money line. But this is at plus 2,700. Cubs money line, Padres money line, which is looking good right now. Marlins money line, Orioles money line, Guardians money line, Astros money line. I think I bet $1 to win 27. So we'll see if I'm able to turn around the bank fortune with any of these long shot parlays, but we will see. That's going to do it for CHGO Bets Daily. We'll be joining you tomorrow for another rousing episode. Cody's going to go home after a long day doing the Cubs pre- and post-game show. Follow him on Twitter at Cody_CHGO. Follow me on Twitter at Sean_W_Anderson. We got the White Sox pregame show coming up at 6:30 with Vinny Duber and Herb Lawrence and myself. And thank you, Steven Nicholas, for producing this show. He'll be producing the White Sox show as well. We'll talk to you later tomorrow when we're millionaires and we'll be on a boat. Goodbye.